It's Kari Mathews of Prairie Quilting, and today we are working on our Land That I Love quilt along. Okay, we're working on star 5 here. I'm going to tilt the camera so we can see it right here. Okay, and the pattern's available through my website, prairiequilting.com. So if you haven't gotten it, go ahead and grab one, and there's still a lot of fun, and you can catch up with the last videos. So the fabric I used, there's a whole bunch of them from Mentortex, Liberty Whites, and Celebrate the USA by Canvas Studio. So we have the background and the fireworks and stars, and then Red, White, and Sweet by Nicole DeCamp. And that would be our plaid, the blue plaid and the gingham, and there's another star print here. And then American Valor by Cheryl Haynes, and that's the pretty red star and tonal in the background there. So let's go ahead and get started. But first, we are doing our question of the day. So is there a concert tradition that you have, maybe your hometown or something that you have a concert tradition? So my tradition or my memory, we only did this once, I think, and I think it was on the 4th of July. But we had some family in from out of town, and our town has an opera house, and they did a concert outside on the river's right there, and it was on a floating dock. And so the people just sat on the docks and stairs and things like that. And so really informal, but I just remember that from my childhood. So that was a fun memory. So I would love to hear if there's a fun memory like that for you. Post it here in the comments, or post it with your block on hashtag Land That I Love QAL on Instagram. All right, let's get started. Okay, for star 5, we're making hourglass units using quarter square triangles. So first, let's go ahead and match these up here. So we have our white and our blue and right sides together. Okay, and we're just going to sew 4 of those. We're matching these on the short side here, okay, of the triangles. So there's bias edge we're working with, so we do need to be careful. Okay. Okay, so there we go. And then at the same time, let's just go ahead and make we have blue and red units as well. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and match those up in the same way. So now we have the red. All right, let's go ahead and sew. And I'm trying to be careful not to distort, especially these edges. Here's the white. Okay, and to press, I'm going to press toward the blue so that they will nest, okay? Okay, and we'll get these blue and whites. Okay, all right, we're going to go ahead and clip all these corners here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and connect those triangles. So we're just going to match one of each up, offset the blues, okay, and we're going to nest those seams. And we do have bias edges here that we're sewing on, so we have to be careful. You could starch the fabric if you'd like. That would help it stabilize. Okay, let's go ahead and sew. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and go toward that, the red, okay. Okay, there we go. All right, and we're clipping corners again. Lots of corner clipping. All right, so we have our hourglass units, and so now it's basically a 9-patch. Let's go ahead and finish it. Okay, so we have our 9-patch all laid out, okay? It's a fancy 9-patch here. And we're just gonna go ahead and match up our blocks and sew them together. Sew them into rows here. Okay, I like to lay my things out, so that's, I keep going back, laying it out, making sure it's right. And look at you, there's the red all goes toward the center on this, so that makes it easy to figure out which end is up. Okay, and I love pressing for blocks like this. It's so easy to decide. So I'm going away from the bulk on all of the blocks. Okay, so toward just the squares. And then of course toward the center, it's toward the center. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect our rows. We're gonna nest our seams. Okay, let's go ahead and sew. All right, and our last row here on this block. Okay, let's sew. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and press. Actually, we're gonna go away from the center on this. I think there's a little less bulk that way. All right, there's star 5. All right, we finished our block, and I want to see yours. Post it and your story of, is there a concert tradition in your hometown or something fun that you did on the 4th of July for a concert? And just post that on the hashtag Land That I Love QAL for Instagram, or post it here in the comments. Take care. We'll see you soon.